Akobom ana esibu so Afenyo-Markin ni KSM edi abom. But listening to the conversation, me didn't say handlers of Afenyo-Markin M1 and me say me tufu no mu betia. I'm nobody. The Council of Elders of MPP should call Afenyo-Markin to book, especially on the KSM interview. One says throughout the week or interviews, and what happened on KSM show was embarrassing. Forget Afenyo-Markin as MPP's leader in Parliament, but Afenyo-Markin as a lawyer. And he's in his 40s, and I believe that respectfully, senior Afenyo-Markin should guard some of the things he's saying. It will come back to haunt him. And I'll play the video for you. And Afenyo-Markin and analysis. He also commented on oral. Video but I want to give deference to KSM. On the video need 2 million knows and runner. So I'll just give you 10 minutes of the video. And you see a thread and why I think Afenyo-Markin should guard some of the things he's saying on some matters. Make sure so subscribe and subscribe and click the notification. The video be tomorrow. No what me you have a comment, feel free leave that comment in the comment section. Make sure so because Goldberry Construction Limited don't die episode sino wasase and kratasam the documentations related to your house in the Goldberry e be this age money na diamond Uvia Backum assist and so on. Call project be away. If you need people to track it, go there routinely, give you feedback. No much should be able to seek out cause right investment away and a Backum assist. On your around boy, smash small on baby via Eddie amount. Come on. Now, Afenyo-Markin KSM show and of kasa about the Chief Justice, the former Chief, Madam Gertrude Torkonoo. I want you to listen keenly to Afenyo-Markin.
My lady Justice Araba Esaba Torkonoo, the former Chief Justice, was hounded out of office for political reasons. I have added that there was a grand conspiracy by her own colleagues against her. I've stated that point.
Thank you. You have stated that point.
That is my view.
And my point is this. Thank you. And my point is, unfortunately...
Oh, sorry, Wafa.
Oh, that's okay. Unfortunately, I thought it was reckless. Let me tell you why I said that.
No, Wafa.
When you say, okay, my reckless nephew,
yes,
I thought it was misguided. So...
Well, you may not...
Okay.
I mean, because
but let me explain, Pacho. Time out.
Sorry.
Let me explain. You know, when you talk about a grand conspiracy, and then if I want or two people,
I mean grand.
Let me finish. You talk about a grand conspiracy. You are talking about a collection of judges and lawyers.
Yes, but that is what it is.
But all I'm saying is this: I say, when you say these things without a single shred of evidence, but try to put it out there, which is now going out there. Say, send it to the grand conspiracy, including judges now. You know. But this thing is, even when they went to the presidency, the Council of State. So the Council of State too should be included in the grand conspiracy.
But you know the former Chief Justice. Do you know the former Chief Justice who was a member of the Council of State resigned from Council of State?
She didn't tell me why. You didn't tell me why. But Pacho, Mami Lando.
And Semo.
Mami Pacho and Semo. And I think say Pacho,
you like fairness. You want fairness.
I can never forgive them.
Wafa, you want fairness.
I want fairness.
You want fairness for all citizens.
Yes.
I am saying that if we want fairness for all citizens, then we shouldn't be selective. I rest my case.
I also agree that we shouldn't be selective. But I say this too, and I won't talk too much, that certain things, once they are said, these are, look, you have come to tell me that my Chief Justice, more or less, is not somebody that can be painted with a brush of honesty, because he has been involved in unshady behavior that has resulted in this.
Wafa, these are your words. These are your words.
No,
Wafa, these are your words.
Okay.
These are your words.
These are my words.
These are your words. And if I have selected my words.
If you are listening to me, I said people listening will make this assumption. Say, that's a Chief Justice.
Well, you have been hypothetical.
Now, conspiracy.
But conspiracy to remove people from office for the benefit of themselves is part of political conspiracy. People justify it. There is no conspiracy to kill. You see, you are taking it out of context. The conspiracy, the grand conspiracy here that I'm talking about, there has always been a turf war That's why I'm saying that in we can all put out. But I'm saying, say,
I understand
when there is institutional politics. Now let me explain. Let me break it down for you.
I think the problem is that
institutional politics. I'm saying that I understand the grand conspiracy within the context of institutional politics, where within the institution itself there was some politics within the institution for leadership. All right, and people feeling that, oh, I am senior to this person, I should have been the Chief Justice. No, this person doesn't deserve to be Chief Justice. So when I say that there was a grand conspiracy leading to the removal of the Chief Justice Torkonoo, I am referring to that institutional power struggle that ensued.
And the power
let me finish.
I will let you finish.
Wafa, when you ask me and you don't let me land, you also give way for somebody to misconstrue.
No.
I am saying that there was a grand conspiracy to get her out.
Why?
And it was as a result of internal power struggle for the headship of the institution. All right? I am concluding based on all the happenings. And the happenings leading to a removal is the evidence. Simplicity.
That cannot be the evidence.
You can disagree with me.
That can be your understanding of things. That can be your opinion of things. But that is not the evidence.
Wafa, then we can also disagree to agree. That is my opinion of things.
Thank you.
That is my understanding of things.
Thank you.
So you like it that way.
Thank you.
Yes. Now I want to stay here, but the reason why I think Afenyo-Markin's handlers are doing a great disservice is that, you see, the Biamikacho was one of the things I was taught at the master's level sentence analysis. Afenyo-Markin has always said that the former Chief Justice, Madam Gertrude Torkonoo, was 100, right? And it's from a Pamon. Now, when you listen to him now on KSM, so he's saying that basically, whatever that the woman was facing, there was an internal issue. And he's even had opportunity to say some strong words about Justice Bafuboni. And they are friends. This is someone Afenyo-Markin publicly said they are friends. Omotina Bonting, Ekasa after 2 a.m. Afenyo-Markin cried from or Chika Semasa Uncle baby. You can go and watch on it, Justice Bafuboni vetting. But let's go to this video. Now he is saying that the internal politics is basically the catalyst for what happened. So let's analyze it. Was it Mahama or NDC that appointed Gertrude Torkonoo? During his appointment, were there senior people at the bar? Yes, there were senior people at the bar. So if indeed the appointment brought the issues, then the MPP is doing. So if that is so, then the analysis you are making, you are shooting yourself in the foot. If you are saying that there was a jostling, when was the appointment of the Madam Gertrude Torkonoo, the greatest of respect were made? It was made by President Akufo-Addo. And if indeed that brought issues, that's the doing of President Akufo-Addo. So you as the minority leader of MPP, why are you highlighting this? Why should this even become public? I work in the media. Obi engineer or no team by now, or the tools needed. Obi butrini and or didi. Me de mano. Ene nyame de ama me didi. Ene sabe said nim de ketua bi o de ama me da mitrim. Eno na me didi. But the Biamika me as a journalist, I struggle to understand a politician, a friend interview. Hey, no more kasa. Listen to what Afenyo-Markin said. He is shooting himself in the foot. Where is the evidence? He couldn't adduce one single evidence. All that he is talking about are things that you cannot test in law. Who were the people jostling? Who? You see, and I think that senior Markin should check some of these things. Now, again, you are basing all these things to attack someone. That's why I had issues of Article 146. That in the instance where Bafuboni goes on retirement this year, it will become an issue because of Article 146. So I am one of the people who have long said that there should be a review of Article 146. And indeed, the Constitutional Review Committee has made some excesses. We need to review it because it will reinforce a certain thought. And I'm always careful about how we take some of these things to the judiciary because I'm not careful. We will bastardize the judiciary less on substance, but more of perceptions. I have my own issues, and everybody knows it's public about some of the things around Article 146 process. But if we say there was a jostling, So bia ye bebo producers, ya boy you sit in na ya hena ne bo you sit time ben ye bo ni din. So that thing predates whoever came to inherit whatever. So why should that person always be the one on the chopping board? I think that is unfortunate. It's unfortunate. And you can see why KSM was a bit incensed. Because you see, Parliament is gone. Look at our Parliament. That's one of the things that they do. Party positions. It ought not to be so. Look at our executive. Look at our executive today. So the only bastion you and I can have a certain trust in is the judiciary. They have issues. I'll be the last person. It's like me, media, somebody. We have practice. We all, I usually can be better. I can be a better media person. So you all can be better. But in as much as we all want to be better, let's be careful the kind of things we say. I think it's very, very unfortunate. And I was watching, I was cringing at some of the things he's saying. You know? It's not, I don't think it's fair. I, for example, disagreed with say if the Armed Forces removes the justice of the Supreme Court, he cannot serve again because the woman's career was cut short. That's sad. And everybody knows my view on this. For those can go back. But apparently the provision of the Armed Forces, and because we've not used it in the instance of a Chief Justice or like EC Commissioner, I don't know. Maybe we hadn't averted our mind to. So these are all things, but I think the commentary on it must be checked. I just don't want to go certain and say certain things. I cannot approve and reprobate. I cannot tell somebody to speak correctly on these things and all that. Now on oral, this is what Afenyo-Markin had to say.
I mean, opposition leader, some people may not be happy, some people may not be comfortable, but I'm doing a very difficult job. I speak the way I speak. It is just to remind them, say, power no, and fancy would me say, you are taking your pound of flesh because it will last forever. But I want to tell you that on this matter of ensuring that we coexist as political actors peacefully, no, is something I fully advocate for, because that is what will advance our democracy. I am not in any way against accountability, but what I'm saying is that accountability should be pursued with a human face. As for the accountability bit, opening, we can't do away with it. We need to be accountable. Yeah, the Almighty come out. No two ways. Untumin ka say, ebia omo tatao. There be any day. Say the Almighty come out na we could di, and I could take a decision bina abo mine car. Eno die, ye investigate wa. Untumi and you see politics as excuse. Nobody, and I want to repeat it before I leave this studio. Nobody is against accountability. Nobody is against ORA. Say the system we put in place. Say gold board, ekoto gold at a discount. Offer me bo. Woto gold na at a discount. A start here na 15% fees omo charge. And na yekwa ho asem. You can't want some Bank of Ghana need gold board here emergency board meeting and reduce here to 9%. And later no about 5%. And after the almost your match if you the decision to change the model in itself vindicates the minority. It means it say we didn't blow hot air. So say and there or say obebadia. And yeah, also man the majority for neti asye say ye motion na omo empin so na ye open telecasting public hearing of the issues. That's it. First of all, offer o mpe atemdidi asem de ye kan atemdidi enim, and the reason why I may accept it say maybe I will show you say however strong your criticism no wo penokre wundi atem sebe anka wudi atem anka memba ha.
Yes, I agree, and me kind in the first place, as minority, like people shouldn't expect him to back down on certain. There are certain things he himself may not believe in, but he has to pontificate. It's because of what I said. Parliament is gone. Afenyo-Markin maybe a party and come unity. It's just the uncomfortable. So sometimes they go extreme for some of these things. You know, maybe when Mahama Yaga grant interview, also speak to some of these matters and why he was changed. You know, so I think that sometimes they also have their own principles, but because of where they are coming from, because of what the situation is, they have to talk a certain way. They have to make commentaries a certain way to be able to tick a certain boxes and for them to keep their big offices and fat allowances. Unfortunately, that's how the politics is. But I think it needs to be talked to. Me view, no. Once you view, listen, feel free, share it in the comment section. We are now a subscriber. One subscriber, now I click on notification. Me the video be at my home. It's my share. Best also, but show see them. Me here, or my Ghana and see here. Bye bye.